Our story begins in the waiting room of a hospital. This is Shannon and her 3-month-old baby, Lily. They had just been in a car accident. Shannon didn't know how or why it happened, but she knew that it was all her fault. Lily was Shannon's one and only family member. Her husband and she eloped at age 20, and shortly after the birth of Lily, he left her for another woman and was never heard from again. Both of Shannon's parents had died, her father of cancer, and her mother suffered depression and was placed in an institution. Shannon had no one. After the accident, Shannon became severely depressed and attempted suicide, but the doctor had come to her aid. He took care of her and treated her with medication to help her depression, and she had almost completely healed. Along the way, they had fallen in love, and 3 years later, they were married. 10 years later, Shannon waddles into the hospital waiting room. She sits down in the same seat that she sat in on that horrible day. The ring on her fourth finger of her left hand gleams in the sunlight. As she looks down, she swears she can see bloodstains on the chair. Suddenly,
Remember me?
As soon as the blue-eyed girl had uttered those eerie words, Shannon realized that this was the ghost of Lily, who had come back to seek revenge upon her. The doctor notices a change in Shannon's behavior, and he decides that the best thing to do is take the child away from her once he has been born. Unfortunately, this drives Shannon into a sea of rage, and she loses her mind. With those blue eyes still piercing in her mind, she overdoses on her medication and plans an attack on her husband. Once she is found, she is taken to court and ruled not guilty by reason of insanity. She is then led back to that same hospital waiting room where she is forced to fill out various paperwork, signing herself into a mental institution. Realizing that she would rather be dead than go to the same place her mother had gone, she commits one final act, whispering,
You win. It's not my fault.
If you ever leave me, baby, leave some morphine at my door. 'Cause it would take a whole lot of medication to realize what we used to have. We don't have it anymore.